Okay, so just a quick recap. What we've done is created a document list and we've told it what kind of fields we want to display in the UI. And then we created a document list scaffold and we did some light customizations. We told it what keys to use in the title. We told it what key to use for the subtitle, and we gave it a widget to display when it's empty. And you can see here I've added 3 tasks to the task list: fix a bike, grocery shopping, pick up laundry. So there's 3 tasks here with different priorities all on the same day. So busy day. So the first thing I want to do is I want to do something where I just add a background to the scaffold. So this works whether I'm doing it on a document list scaffold or a document list view. So this actually just gets passed through the document list view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a property here called a decoration. So I'm adding a decoration to the document list scaffold, and I'm just making it an image decoration, or a I'm giving a box decoration and passing in an image. I've already supplied a background image. I've already added it to the pubspec.yaml, so it'll just work. And it's a image that I like for some reason of a fox lifting weights. And one thing that I need to do is need to add a color filter to it. So I'm just do a hot reload here, and you can see my image is added to the background. So I have a background image there. So that's a nice little customization that you can do to brand your app. Of course, you can set the color. You can do all kinds of things. You can set color and everything there if you want. Like I used white. I could choose another color here. But now I want to do a slightly deeper customization. So by default, when Rapido creates a list view for you, it creates these list tiles, and it does its best to make the list tiles and put it all together. But you can actually um, add all that functionality yourself if you want to theme it a little bit. So what I have here is some code that makes some cards. I'm just going to copy this um, from here, and then I'm going to just add it into my class here. So what we have here is a custom builder. So this returns a widget. Let me just format here. This returns a widget, and it just returns a card that has a column in it, and then I do the task, the date, and the note. Okay, so that's all there is to that, except one thing is I also add the color here and I calculate the color. So the way you do it is, you notice the custom builder, it's a function that takes an integer, and that integer is an index into the document list. Okay, so it's a document list is just a normal list, so it just gets an integer into the document list, and then it gets called for each item in the list, and then I just build the um, build the card with that information. So it's got a text for the task, then a text for the date, then a text for the note. Notice I just used the theme to make a bigger, really big, not quite as big, and then a small thing. So a small text size. So when I do a refresh here, it's not actually going to work yet because I need to actually call it in here. So what's going to happen is none of this stuff's going to matter because I'm going to be using a custom builder. So if you use a custom builder, Rapido will just totally ignore the title keys and the subtitle key. So there it is, custom builder. And I don't actually call custom builder. I just want to pass in a link to that function and hit save. Then you can see here it made these cards in the design that I want. Of course, you can style it however you want. You can use whatever you want in Flutter to create the different cards. Now you may notice that there's something missing, which is that there's, like I used to have those nice buttons for editing or deleting. So I could add that functionality myself. The document list has all the edit, delete, all, update, all those functions that you want. And then you can call the form. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little teeny bit of code here. So this is the custom builder. This is the one that creates the cards. Then at the bottom, I'm going to add another widget, which is going to be a document list action buttons. And then I need to tell it what the task list is. And then, hold on. And then the index is the index. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm using a class from Rapido called document action buttons, and passing in the task list and the index. And then when I hit save here, do a hot reload, and notice it added that to the bottom, and now I can edit. I can add a note, for instance, like extra starch. Okay, and so now I've shown you how you can do some more complete customizations and how you can mix some of the widgets that come with Rapido.